you wanna test me, you can get it. Got no time for the gimmicks. I ain't gonna play with you. I'm a beast in the game. Gonna remember my name. I can never be tame. We are not the same. The trip, yeah, drip off my chain. You know I'ma make your head bang. I do it for my hometown, DC, Northeast. Will them gorillas be? Do you think that you're ready for me? Cause I know that I'm ready for you. You can never, ay. Do you think that you're ready for me? Cause I know that I'm ready for you. You can never, man, y'all ain't ready for it. Welcome to the ozone. Hey, any, many, money, mo. Catch a hater by the throat. Apply the pressure, don't let them go. Any, many, money, mo. I know you on my spot, but you cannot have it. Just stay on the bench, cause I am the captain. Hey, I can never fall. Timber, I'm a god, I'm a goat. I'll forever be dope. Hold up. I can never fall. Timber, I'm a god, I'm a goat.
What is up, pro wrestling fans? Welcome back to the Royal Ramble. I'm your hat with the host. I'm the host with the hat. Something. I'm here with Tommy Thompson, Lyndon Cho, the champion, lucky champion, Michael Lee Wills. How we doing, everybody?
4-time champion.
Hey, he keeps accounting. This is wild. He keeps the count. That's cool.
That
Longest reigning champion.
Longest reigning, yeah.
remembers me because you're counting 4-time champion. I don't know how many times I've been champion. I don't keep track of that sort of stuff. That thing's got a hold of you, Mike Wills.
That's because it means something to me, John.
Whoa.
It means everything to me, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let it.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I owe you one, so I'm going to be nice to you, John.
Yeah, big boy, you owe me one. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, he does.
I mean, does he though?
Because
Because if he doesn't remember it, then you know.
But I was
Exactly.
I didn't have to help him beat his wife.
But you did exactly what you did. Because you want something. You wanted something out of it.
He was an impartial referee, right?
Exactly.
He was
Partial
also
referee.
the only referee in the area. But, you know,
Yeah.
all is well in the Wills household. And
All the
you
other
know,
is that were close by was in lockup for pedophilia. But
Can we really say? Can we really
with
say?
you wearing that hat, that's a big word for a 12-year-old, John.
let's say nothing wrong with his hat.
I was going.
Hold on, Tommy. Lyndon, tell him his hat's all right.
For who?
It's an okay hat. I wouldn't be wearing that hat.
This is for Hornswoggle.
Did he say that's for Hornswoggle? No,
Yeah.
he would not approve. He would not approve.
Right.
The hat's bigger than he
I
is.
I have something here. Maybe John's, I don't know, compensating for something. I don't know.
Mike, is the Undertaker there or something? You keep flipping.
I have children that are mooching off the extension cord for my light, and it's it's turning into a rave. Other than that, it's okay. Honey, quit moving the cord, okay? Thank you.
We got somebody in the chat. Look at there. It's Michael Lee Wills. What are you doing in the chat, dummy? You on the show?
Because I can. Because I can.
Wow.
Been a couple weeks since we've been here. I'm going to go with my man Lyndon before we start talking pros and cons. Thumbs up or thumbs down how the Bloodline storyline is progressing?
What does that always say? Layers, and layers keep on getting into it. Because at this point, people have their assumptions of, oh, this is going to happen. No, this is going to happen. It's keeping people on the edge of their seats, which is fine. But if you're really understanding it, Roman don't know what's actually happening, and that's the beauty of it.
Could you give me any insight on the L that's been going on? Rock did it first. Now Seth's done it. What's that about?
If you're not paying attention to that, then I can't tell you what's going to happen.
Maybe Rock's going to do one, and then Seth's going to do another one, for clubs or diving.
Well, I will give you a hint though,
Dang.
John Cole. I will
What's that?
give you a hint.
Tell me.
Bloodline will win night one.
Look, this I don't know what's going on with the L and all this, but my theory, I've already shared with my boys. We got it documented. I feel like Bloodline's going to win night one, and then
And Cody winning night two. Rock screws over Roman.
Roman on two.
Roman won't expect it because when does a high chief, which Rock has been dubbed high chief in his Samoan family, acknowledge a tribal chief?
That being
I
said,
never heard of it.
And that's the
Come on,
literal
man.
bloodline, considering that he is the grandson of the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
And then he was dubbed back in like 2008ish maybe as high
Right?
chief.
Mm.
I mean, if you saw that line, I mean, that's why I'm just like, pay attention to the story. It's layers. How do you get to Roman without getting to Roman and Roman knowing?
I wonder if the USO match, if that is on night one or night two, and how that
Oh,
will
that's gonna
figure in.
probably be night. That's probably gonna be night one. I
You
can't wait
think
for that
that'll
match.
will that
That's
be a
brother
factor?
versus brother.
Yeah.
No? Well,
You think that'll
probably Jay might factor in. Jay will probably factor into it.
Yeah.
But like I said,
That's,
that brother versus brother match is going to be ridiculous.
and it'll be the opener to get everything hot too.
I
To
really
get it
want
going.
Solo to be ringside. Like I don't
he
know who I should really
national
help.
anthem night too. Rock done told you.
I mean, hey,
Hey, we got an actual chatter in the chat. Kelly McCourt says, "Hey Ramblers, what's up?"
Hey, go on, Kelly. That's awesome.
In case you guys didn't know, the reason I'm wearing the hat is because St. Patrick's Day is next weekend. We're not going to be here next week, so I figured I'd show my love to my fellow Irishman or Scottish. What is St. Patrick's? Is Irish.
Irish, Scottish,
It's Irish. Yeah, it's Irish.
all them Irish kickers.
I was going to say, I can't wear green.
No, you can't. I've been there and tried that. I actually did a show one time. I don't remember if it was the Royal Ramble or the Mountaineer Ramble, Tommy, but I wore a green shirt just for fun. And this is back when
Yeah.
green screen, so my head was just floating in the air. It was great. What is that? Mike, you can't be TikToking while we're rambling.
I was turning my volume off so we wouldn't be interrupted, buddy. I'm sorry. My bad.
While he's TikToking. Wow.
So,
Yeah, I'm TikToking. Sure.
I noticed, Mike, that your eye seems to be somewhat healed up now. Everything okay in Bill's household?
Very much so. Everything is healed up. Everything's patched up. Everything's been resolved. There has been a conclusion to my story, if you will, but not so much because now we can start a new chapter. Matter of fact, we're thinking of taking a little vacation, the wife and I. We're thinking of going south for a few days.
Like Zach Bryan?
Huh?
Like Zach Bryan does? Anybody get that?
Not exactly. We was going to go down south and visit a few friends. And Lyndon, don't you live somewhere in Georgia?
Yep, sure do. But I want to warn you, don't come my way.
Whoa.
Really? Why is that?
Oh, no.
You're the EVP. I mean, I'm the champ, but in a manner of speaking, we kind of work for you. So what's going on? Is there something I don't know about?
You really don't want to find out. Don't worry. Just enjoy your time. You don't want to find out.
Wow.
Unfortunately, now you have my attention, good sir. What's on your mind?
Nothing, man.
Listen,
Not
Mike,
a single thing there, champ. I'm just letting you think, man.
you've never listened to me before. Listen to me
I
now.
understand. I mean, I'm coming.
Mike, Will,
I'm
listen
sorry, John.
a second. If
I'm
you
listening.
ever listen to me again, listen to me now. This man over here has been wanting that title for years. If you go down there, watch him. I'm telling you, watch him. He's gonna try to pull some shenanigans on you. He done told you don't come down there, so he's planting the seeds there. You watch it. I'm telling you.
I'm not
Well, if
planning
I didn't
anything.
know
I'm
it,
just saying if you come down, just don't expect to leave with that title.
well, let me say this, Mr. Lyndon Childress. I want to tell you, I respect you because you basically just said that to my face, and I respect that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, my friend. Um, I am going to go down south. Megan's
The
going to be
land
with
of
me.
the
We're having a
pines.
little vacation, and I do believe I will bring this with me.
Hey, you listen here, Mike Wills. You better not get my championship belt down there in Georgia and get it stuck. You hear me?
Do I look worried? Remember what I said last week?
Nope.
What I did to somebody I cared about? Now, I respect Lyndon, but I don't know him well enough to actually care about him. What do you
Ooh,
think I'll do to
ooh, he
somebody I
don't
don't
care
care
about
about?
you, Lyndon. Ooh, he
No,
don't.
I respect him. I
No,
mean, I can
res-
respect you and, not have any other emotions. Like I said, if
listen,
you're somebody I respect, I want you to eat. It may not be at my table, but I want you to eat. But
I'm
this
gonna.
man here, this man here is actually has got more testicular fortitude than some other people, and he's actually saying it to my face. I respect that.
This from
And
the
you know what? I
drug
respect
wife.
the fact that
This
he's doing
from the
that to my
same
face
man
and calling me
that
out.
drugged his
That's
wife.
what a person should do is call me out and do it to my face and not be underhanded about it. He's telling me up front that's what he's doing. Mr. Childers, I respect you, sir. And
Okay,
so
are you
I
done
will.
talking over the host now, Mike? Are you done talking?
No, I'm not. Because when I'm talking, you shouldn't be saying anything and give me the courtesy of speaking until I'm done. Thank you very much.
You're too
So
hot.
if you will excuse me, Mr. Covey Cole, I'm going to finish my statement with Mr. Childress, and then you can have it back. Mr. Childress, thank you, sir, for saying this to my face, being a man. I'm coming to you as a man. I respect.
Oh, somehow we have lost connection with Mike. He's still there, but we can't hear what he's saying. And he's 90 mile a minute. Yeah, you may be the champ, pal, but I run this shit.
That's fine. You only run when we let you run. So, Mr. Childress, I always told John Covey Cole, I'll see you at your Ramble. I'll see you in Georgia, my friend. I'm looking forward to it. If I was in your face right now, I would shake your hand.
And
I I
that
I
alarm
I
bar,
can't I,
take that title.
I can't say I would do the same thing, but I respect it.
Tommy, Tommy, I gotta
See,
talk. I gotta talk,
John, this is how men talk. Okay, you might learn something.
I gotta talk to Tommy for a second because y'all wild over there. I respect you. I respect you. I don't like you, but I'm eating at my table. I respect Tommy. What the hell's wrong with
Yay.
you? He gonna go down there and get my belt lost.
It's just crazy. I thought for a minute there he's going to start singing Wagon Wheel because he's going to go down south. I was going to say the land of the pines, coming all the way down to North Carolina, but
Maybe I'll go through Johnson City, Tennessee. Who knows?
that's right.
Hey, if you do go to Johnson City, I know some people down there. Just stay in your truck. Leave the doors open.
Have
Is
you
who
heard
I'm
the way I
thinking it
talk?
is?
Hey, my wife's a transplant from the Tennessee Virginia line. She can translate if nothing else. It's okay.
Oh, they
It's
talk
all good.
as country as cornbread ever does. You understand.
That's right.
True. True.
So back to professional wrestling instead of all this respect talk and everything. Um, Champ, I'll give you the courtesy. Do you have any pros that you would like to uh, talk about here on the show today?
Absolutely. The pros that I gathered up was I was somewhat impressed with the way they did the setup and the order in which they did the gauntlet match. The way that it was being played up, I thought Chad Gable was going to be the first one out and was going to run the table. But the way he did, and I know you don't like this word, John, the way he respected, you know, his last opponent, and they fought, in an honorable manner. And hey, let's say it, Chad Gable earned that title shot. So that was
Chad
my
Gable
one
didn't
pro.
win.
The other pro was what you was asking Lyndon earlier. I do like the way the bloodline story is working out. I like the layers, and I'm actually excited for how this is going to turn out in WrestleMania. So yeah, those are my pros.
Um, got a straight mic.
Technically,
I got a straight.
technically, Gable
Hold
did
on,
win. His shoulders were up off the mat.
I got a straight mic up on the camera here because he can't do it himself.
Oh, I'm sorry. There,
Uh,
that better?
but back to what Lyndon was saying, Mike. I don't think Gable won, old buddy.
Technically, his shoulders wasn't on the mat fully, but
Right.
you know.
Referee's decision is final.
But I will say this: always expect the unexpected, and it be a triple threat at Mania with Gable, Sammy, and Gunther.
Well, if
And
you,
in that match, I would have Gable win.
I don't know though. I mean, yeah, I get it. Gable's hot, and Sammy needs something, but Gunther is on fire. That is your second
Mm-hmm.
heel in the company right now.
And Gunther needs to be a world heavyweight champion, not Intercontinental.
Well, who's he going to beat for? Cody,
It
Roman?
does. It doesn't matter. No, for the world heavyweight title, if he's on Raw, he can beat Seth or he can beat Drew. It don't matter.
Oh, I hope it's Seth. I hate Drew. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If he beats Seth, I'm happy with that. Like, bro, I wanted to be Seth and Gunther. Like,
It will be Damian Priest.
Hey,
okay, look here. But here's the
Ooh,
thing.
okay.
Okay, look, Damian can cash in on Seth. Granted,
Mm-hmm.
he won't hold that title long.
I don't know what it is about Damien, but I keep waiting for him to get to that next level. And I thought he was there a couple months ago, but it's like it's there. He's missing something. I don't know what it is, but before a couple months ago, I would debate who was the second best heel in the company, Damien or Gunther. But it's Gunther by far.
Oh yeah.
Second,
Right.
behind Gunther is Dirty Dom. That man got so much heat, he gets booed at his own wedding.
I
Right.
think funny
Yeah.
company the company tries not to make him so over heel wise, but it's just natural. People love to hate him. Any little thing
Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
he does, people are hating.
bruh, Rhea is supposed to be a heel, but we see how that turned out. Everybody loves mommy.
That girl, she's a lot of things. Heels
What
right.
happened with Stone Cold? Yeah.
Like, if you look at the progress of Rhea Ripley's career in WWE, like, bro, it's ridiculous.
It is.
But yeah, you can't help but love. Like, bro, you can't help it.
I think it's one of those things, Lyndon. Um, I'm not saying she's on the level, but it's one of those things like she's like a Roman Reigns. Yeah, she's a heel, but we love her. Just like Roman, he's a heel, but we're loving him.
Bro, same with Randy. When Randy was a heel,
Yeah, exactly.
like I loved Randy's whole Viper Apex Predator thing back in '09, where he was
Mm-hmm.
punk kicking and everything. I love that Randy. That's
Mm-hmm.
probably my favorite Randy Orton.
Legend
Was
killer.
was punting people's heads off. Like, bro, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. I don't care. I'm gonna punch your dad's head right in front of you.
Tommy, where's suckers for the rest of us, bud? You got to share with the class. You gonna bring suckers into the class?
Oh, those little dum dums.
Thank
There
you.
you go. My mom's roommate was giving me those. Give a shout
That's
out to Elsie.
that's reminiscent of doctor office visits right there. Is all
Hey,
them dum.
what is it about senior citizens giving out candy? What is it?
You can't
Suckers,
trust it.
I
gum,
don't know.
Wormers are a big one. Yeah, here, have a bite.
Yeah.
Oh, cream savers was a big one when I was a kid.
Yeah, Crusader.
Cream savers, yeah.
Citizens, them citizens always
Werther's
had.
original,
Hey,
yeah.
look, them strawberry cream savers, them strawberry and cream,
Back on tracker,
bro.
Lyndon.
Them.
Let's we was kind of rambling there for a minute. That's what we do here on the show. But do you have
Oh, pros
a
for me.
mind?
So pro for me, actually, which is crazy because I paid attention to Revolution and I was actually surprised with Revolution. Was it the greatest? I'm not gonna give it the greatest, but it was probably better than past Revolution pay per views that they've done. Of course, for me, my match is always Osprey, any match involving Osprey because dude elevates anybody he's in the ring with, and him and Takeshita had a great match on the pay per view. Um, and then also the Swerve Hangman Samoa Joe match was good because nobody really got hurt in that. Swerve didn't, I guess, Page, with Adam Page tapping out, it was basically like, okay, Swerve's not winning this, so I'm just going to tap out. So it's like all of those different layers in that kind of show through. But then you have Joe, who's, Joe. Like, how you going to beat that man?
Yeah.
How you going to beat that man? Like, come on. Then also, too, then my last one was like, of course, with Kyle O'Reilly finally coming back, was good as well. And then, of course, AEW they try to do what they can do. But then I think what was another one I had last night. Of course, they're doing this I can't remember what they said it was, like a 6-way or a 6 whatever
Thing.
6 pack. I don't know why they call it 6-pack. Just say it's a 16 ladder match. Like, why y'all coming up with so many? Like, originally I'm like, oh, is this it? Are they finally splitting the titles? Thank God. No, they're gonna do six tag teams in the dang old match, which I'm really hoping is Miz and Truth that wins. That's all I'm saying.
What they should do is like what you say is put one set of titles here, one set of titles here, go for them.
Like, bro, but I just want to see Miz and Truth win. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, and I'll tell you why I don't want to see that. Because for one, I want to see that ruthless, not giving a shit heel Miz. That's what I want. And R-Truth, all I want out of R-Truth is to come out, get some laughs, get your ass beat, get your comeuppance, and do it again next week. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I don't want a legitimate tag team with The Miz and R-Truth. Yeah, I know it's a callback to their tag team back in the day, but
Awesome Truth. Come on now.
But I mean,
but I love the Regeneration X because that's my generation, man. I love it.
That is cool.
Where Truth was talking to Shawn Michaels, calling him Tommaso Ciampa or Johnny Gargano.
That was hilarious.
Truth is gold.
He's comedic gold. Like,
he is.
Real talk. Truth is comedic
the man's
gold.
53 years old and he still goes. I mean, it's amazing.
That Santino was the best comedic wrestler of all time, but no, that's Truth, man. Truth's killed it for years. Anything you give that boy, he kills it.
Truth popped me a couple weeks ago on that interview on the sidewalk where he was wearing that poncho thing. And a couple lines he said, I popped.
You guys remember whenever he was talking with AJ Styles on Talking Smack? And he's like, "So do you build condominiums too?"
Yeah. Broke Shane of the base.
Bro, even his stuff with Judgment Day, you're just like, bro, you can't help but laugh at this. Like, you can't.
I can see it in your eyes.
Like, Truth is like, because even go back to when Sammy was with Bloodline, like, none of them could stay in character. When Sam was talking on the mic, Jay would always bust out laughing. Like, none of them could keep a straight face. Sam would be talking.
Especially when Jay was feeling very oozy that particular.
But Jay's not feeling oozy. Like, they almost all lost it in the ring. Roman had to turn away from the camera, like, because bro, it's like,
Tommy,
the man made Brock Lesnar laugh.
Yeah, that's true. He did when he's trying to fight Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
You got any pros?
Talking to you, Paul Heyman.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned about the great promo work he did Friday night that caused Cody to slap The Rock. saying he was a mistake and how he led up and saying, "Oh, your brother is going to be a Hall of Famer and your sister was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader." That was gold.
Well, I mean,
His,
in my
and
opinion,
his interview with where he talked about his mama and he cried, that was a pretty Ric Flair ish, with
Mm-hmm.
doing the waterworks in the on live TV.
we talked about it a couple weeks ago on the show, I think. But I would love nothing more than Cody to lose at WrestleMania somehow.
You would love it nothing more, but
I would love it.
telling you, Roman.
Now,
Here's
now
your
they
Come on.
got his back against the wall, though.
here's your idea, Lyndon. Okay, say our theory starts to become true, and Bloodline win night one, so it's Bloodline rules night two, and we think that The Rock is going to turn on Roman, but no, instead Seth turns on Cody.
I mean, yeah, but granted, bro. I mean, come on. Like, I understand Seth got beat 3 times by this man. I get that. I understand that. But, bro, you got a title. Like, be real here. You got one.
Now, here's the thought: what if you got Seth in there, and the Scottish Warrior? They're doing their thing. What if Damian Priest runs down and pulls a Seth Rollins, makes it a 3-way, and he grabs the title?
And then Drew would just be more pissed, and Seth will be like, oh, well, crap.
And then leave.
I don't see Damien's character doing that though. He's kind of a chicken shit heel. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. If they're both laid out in the middle of the ring, what a better time for him to run out and take advantage?
Possible.
Because if it's a triple threat, he wouldn't have to pin the champion to be the champion.
Oop. He could pin Drew, and Drew be pissed off.
Exactly.
The Judgment Day.
Exactly.
Well, and like I said, he missed the boat when Seth had the knee brace on and was in the ring with the crutches. But,
True.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's the logic in wrestling that we have to try to ignore, Tommy.
I know.
It's
It
hard.
makes too much sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say it's hard being a writer.
I want to be that guy in the in the bleachers. It's still real to me, damn it. I want to be that guy. I can't stand.
It's still real to me.
Tommy, you got any pros?
That was like I said, that one Friday night, the six or the gauntlet thing. That was great. That was entertaining. I did enjoy that a lot.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And once again, my pro is just the whole bloodline storyline.
Mm-hmm.
There has not been a storyline as engaging, as appealing to me since the NWO started. Now, I give you NWO got watered down at one point. It was too much.
Yeah.
Starting out with Scott Hall, Kevin Nash coming over, Hulk joining. This bloodline storyline as a whole, it's on that level for me, and I haven't seen anything since the NWO that has captivated me like the storyline has with the bloodline. And I don't want it to end. I'm going to cry when it ends. I think. I mean,
It's been going on 3 or 4 years now. It was going on about the beginning of COVID. I mean,
What is this? About to be Roman's, 4th Mania going in as champion?
mm-hmm.
4th? Yep. Yeah. That sounds about right.
we all know.
When's
Is
the last time you had the same champion walk into 4 WrestleManias?
I don't even know if Hogan.
Besides Hogan, well, no. Let's see.
I was like, name
1, 2, 3.
You can't name another wrestler that's main event that's been in WrestleMania 4 times with a title.
Right. Who did? Okay,
only
Roman
Roman has that.
Cody last year.
WrestleMania, that'd be the only one. Yeah.
Roman's the only
Who
one
did
to
wrestle
do that.
before Cody? I'm
The
trying to
previous
think who he
Mania was
wrestled with.
Lesnar. The previous Mania was Lesnar.
Okay, Lesnar, and then yeah.
And I think before that was it also Brock? I think it was
I
also
remember
Brock. I don't remember.
it was Brock in 30 in 34. Yeah.
Well, now are we talking about him as champion or wrestling for the title?
No,
Because
as
he's
champion.
always, yeah, because he was in a title picture, for couple WrestleManias prior to that, whether he was fighting for the title and not winning it. I
Oh,
mean,
No, but these last 4 years he's been champion going into Mania.
let's bounce around and get some cons, guys. Tommy, I'm gonna start with you this time. You got any cons you want to discuss?
That thing during the women's match that ended, telling that girl that she was awful and something about
Oh,
her dead brother.
Candice LeRae. Oh dear God.
That was, I think that's tasteless. I mean, they're trying to be like Christian with the dead daddy gimmick, and yeah, you can see that, but you bring up something like that in a female thing, I don't like it. Candice LeRae we're way too far on that. Of course, that's probably a writer, but nah.
But also too, if it's not okayed by the other person, then it wouldn't be said on live TV. So let's remember that.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't,
you
that's
don't go into business for yourself. So I mean,
Right.
but I don't know if that's actually true or not, Landon. Maybe
it,
so these days.
so I actually read up on the story after that was said. Her brother did pass, but um, from I think it was in a car accident or something like
Car
that.
wreck, yeah.
Yeah. Which this also stemmed anyway completely because there was a video that went around on Twitter or X or whatever the freak they want to call it, where it was at a house show and they were like the crowd was just booing the crap out of Maxine,
Yeah.
and I'm like, first this, then the whole crap with Bianca on Twitter. I'm like, bro, wrestling fans be tripping, and I don't. I'm like, it's ridiculous. They did Maxine,
It's
then they were
bad.
talking crap about Bianca. I'm like, do y'all just wake up and try to just find stupid crap to talk about
Yeah.
and try to bash on somebody?
I used
Like, leave Bianca alone.
to, and I try to be nice and talk good about everything.
I'm just on Twitter. I'm
Or
like,
change.
what's the problem y'all got with Bianca besides her being black? What's y'all problem,
Her being black ain't got shit to do with it. Don't play no race.
bro? If
Ain't got
no,
nothing to
bro,
do
I'm
with it.
telling you, bro.
It's long hair.
Them comments on Twitter,
Oh yeah, I forgot. I lost track. Of talking about. Yeah, you're right.
bro. Those comments on Twitter. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let
I didn't
me tell
dive
you.
a lot of it, but
and
you're
there's no place for that. There is no place for that.
People use Twitter to hide behind their profile and say words because it's like, what they gonna do to me? But the
Yeah.
thing they were saying about Bianca, I'm like, wow, y'all just mad because y'all not wrestlers and doing what she doing in the ring, huh?
And
Yeah.
stuff like that's been going on even before the Twitter. I mean, they used to give all kinds of grief to Tony Atlas. You know,
ah, ah,
back in Tony Atlas's prime too. They were making
Yeah.
allusions to his skin color, and the comment was made, "No, the only color I see with Tony Atlas is green because he brings in and makes the money."
Let's
You
go
know,
look at Let's go look at baseball, man. Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's all I got to say. The stuff he dealt with in baseball.
mm-hmm.
What he do?
Tony
Proved them
Atlas is a
wrong.
great
Like,
guy.
okay, cool.
That's all
and most of the time, Tony Atlas didn't care what he was doing on the card. He was just happy to be there. What he told me.
Yeah, he was. I
But I
sat and
mean,
talked to him
but with
2
that,
hours
it's
up the
just
road
like
here
it's just
at
like stuff like
ABT.
Twitter. It's just like with the stuff they were saying. It was just like, okay, y'all wrestling fans, y'all like MJF say are like just effing marks because y'all can't be happy with one thing and want to complain about something because it's not how you want to see it or
Yeah.
want to view it. You get mad about it.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I hate wrestling fans. some of the most
Yeah.
title.
Bro, it's terrible.
It is.
Like wrestling fans are really terrible because it's like, so because you're not happy about what the outcome was, you hate wrestling completely now? Like really? Are you serious?
Yeah. That's not really fans though. They just
For example, last year's WrestleMania when Cody didn't win. Do
I
you
don't
know how much
know.
ish was going around like
There people were so
FWWE?
about killing. I mean, it was insane.
Like
Yeah.
FWWE, Cody should have won. Roman. I'm like, wow, y'all really tripping over this,
All right, let's
huh?
get back on track, guys. Lyndon, you got any comments for me?
Yeah, that they didn't split the titles. They're not splitting the tag titles. That's my only con. Like, split the freaking tag titles, bro. It's been so long. Like, come on, split the tag titles. There's
I have to
actually,
disagree with that though, because like I've told you before, and we've had this discussion before. I think too many titles waters down, um, the opportunity to get a title. You
then
know,
why
yeah.
are they trying to add a women's intercontinental championship title? So you can't use the too
Oh
many
no.
titles. You
I,
can't use the
because
too
you
many
have a
titles.
top because you have a top tier title, and then you have the secondary title. That's what the whole
Hmm.
U.S. title, Intercontinental title is all
Yep,
about. For men, the
workhorse
women don't have
titles.
that opportunity. All
right,
they have are the
but,
tag team and the world, or
but
the
you got to remember. You got to remember this, Mike. We're supposed
yeah,
to be having two different shows. That's why we got a world title on Raw and a world title
Hmm.
on SmackDown. They should have
Right.
a tag team championship on Raw, tag team championship on SmackDown, Intercontinental U.S. title,
Right.
women's world,
well,
It,
listen,
women's world title on SmackDown. If
we
you
used
because
to have
really keep the
yeah,
show separated,
but
okay with it. Now, if they're all mixed into the same bunch, Mike, I agree. It's too many titles.
Yeah.
however,
that's what.
if you're going to use that argument, we used to have the AFL and the NFL, and then they combined them. Now we have the AFC and the NFC, but there's still
Hmm.
only one Super Bowl champion.
I'm saying
You know,
if
Right.
they fraternize with each other, I mean, if you really look at it, they really don't a whole lot. I mean, other than like Survivor Series and WrestleMania,
Hmm.
the Royal Rumble, they'll have some stuff, but for the most part, it's not show versus show.
Right.
Exactly. Because you got to remember, because back then each show had its own pay per view.
I
Like
Yep.
agree.
Raw would have these pay per views, SmackDown would have these pay per views, and then it
Yeah.
would be what SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Mania, and another one that in
No,
Royal Rumble that they all both shows did combined.
Right.
Right.
So that's what I'm
And,
saying. You
and
have two shows. You don't need to have the tag. You don't need to have an undisputed like tag. No, put the tag titles back on
No.
Raw. Put the tag titles back on SmackDown. You have teams on both shows that are good. Look at Raw's tag teams that they have. You have
well,
DIY. You have Alpha Academy. You
no, it's
have New Day.
Generation X, Lynn. Get it right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, look,
yeah. Generation X.
I brought this up before as well. And I see the logic and I understand the point that you're making. Um, but why not? Just going back to the NFL, yes, they all intermingle, but they have an
Hmm.
AFC champ and NFC champ that meets. I would have no problem with Raw having their champion
Hot,
and SmackDown
hot,
having their champion. Okay,
hot.
and those two champions should come together and fight for the overall champion of all of WWE. Okay,
Because
or
that's
you
why
can
they had
have the
Survivor
overall
Series.
champion, but still have a Raw champion and SmackDown champion.
Hmm.
I'm
Uh-huh,
just
but
saying that there needs to be some sort of a unification. I mean, they do that all the time in boxing. You
but
have
why do
all
you
these
need?
boxing
But here's the thing
organizations,
though.
and they all have their own titles, but their champions come together all the time and try to unify them. But I am a wrestling fan too.
I don't
But
hate
I'm trying to think of it logically from my perspective. I'm sorry, John.
I don't hate you unless you get my title down there in Georgia and get it stuck.
Well, first of all, it's not your title. It's my title right now, but
It,
we're not talking about that. All I'm saying is that I think it would be a tremendous draw if the champ was here. Okay. You know, look at Muhammad Ali. There was other champions, but Muhammad Ali was the man, right?
Okay,
And
Hmm.
all
if you're
I'm saying is that
saying
one guy that was the man. And every wrestler in WWE would aspire to go to main event at WrestleMania for the title.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to
Okay?
cut you off. I apologize. I know you guys were getting deep into the ramble, and I respect it. See, Mike, I know how to use that word, but we have stuff to get to. We got to keep it moving. Mike, you can carry on with that conversation if you'd like, but give me a con.
Uh, well, ironically, my pro was the gauntlet match. My con is also the gauntlet match. I like the whole concept of it. I like the way it turned out. My only con with that match was some of the performers that were in it. I'm all about letting the newer, younger talent getting an opportunity, but there were some other guys I think that might have been more deserving or might have been a better draw or a better matchup in that. I'm a mark for the
Bronson
Miz.
Reed.
I would have liked to have seen the Miz have another chance. Have Miz and Gable be the last two in there because the Miz and Gable, in my humble opinion, were the ones that pushed Gunther the hardest.
I think
You know
Gable, because Gable's been promising to the fans for months that he's going to get the title.
And I love his storyline. He's doing it for his family.
Look
It's
at the
personal to him and his daughter.
Look at the history of wrestling. Most of the time, 9.9 times when a babyface promises you that he's going to do something, he eventually does. And what
Well, see, the other reason that I was wanting the Miz involved in that, yes, he is, hands down, in my opinion, one of the greatest heels. And he's had what 2 or 3 face turns in his entire career. I want to see him win gold as a face one time, and then after that go back to heel and do what heels do. I just wanted to see him if he could pull off being a face and being a title holder. That's just out of my curiosity.
He's going to do that at WrestleMania.
You think so?
With a tag title.
If he gets it, yeah.
Tommy, you got a con for me, old buddy?
I said I did the one. I had no one, but listening to all this conversation, I said let's pay some bills.
Fair enough. Fair enough, guys. We're going to be right back. We're going to be right back with Work or Shoot. Be right back.
Gavin Ward can take care of your real estate needs, including loan closings, title searches, and deed preparation. Gavin also specializes in landlord-tenant matters and estate planning. Josh Miller has the experience and skills needed to handle your personal injury or wrongful death case, including car, truck, and motorcycle accidents. He will fight for you. If you're in debt and considering bankruptcy, Gavin and Josh will guide you through the bankruptcy process. 2 lawyers, 1 office for all your legal needs. Gavin Ward and Josh Miller. Call us today.
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hey guys, it's time for Work or Shoot. Mike, let me get you back on the screen here, buddy.
Okay.
I might have to call. How are you?
All right. So initially, I wasn't going to do a Work or Shoot, and then I remembered, hey, I can do one. So this week on the show, some of you guys may or may not know I am a musician. So this week on the show, it's going to be in the form of a wrestler's theme song. I'm going to play you guys a song, and I want you to tell me, back in the ECW days, we're going to Philly, Paul Heyman's going into the Hall of Fame, what better time than now? In ECW, this, at one time, was Raven's theme song. Is that a work or a shoot? I'm a man in a box.
Oh shit!
In my shit. Oh man. Save me. In my eyes, can
On its own action.
Jesus Christ, now you made me who dies will all be wasted in my eyes. Now you saw them shut. All right, guys, we come back from the break. I want you to tell me, was that Raven's theme song, work or shoot?
Hey, how are you? Welcome to the mattress store. Good to have you here. Glad you're here. That's my car. Come on in, come on. I know you guys want to get a mattress. Let me tell you what you need. You don't want a twin, you don't want a queen, you don't want a full, you want this one right here. This is the best one on the market. Now, you can't touch, no, don't touch it. This is the best one on the market. You have to take my word. Don't touch it, sir. No, that's okay. Just take my word for it. This is the best mattress. This is what you need right here. Don't ask me how much it costs. Just give me your credit card right now. No, don't talk amongst yourselves. Talk to me.
Not so fast!
This is Mattress by Appointment. We will let you try any mattress, anytime. 50 to 80% off retail, and we have payment plans available. Come see us.
And this one's going to be $3,000. This one's going to be $3,500. This one's $4,000. So price isn't important, right?
We can't afford that, baby.
Not so fast!
Those prices are ridiculous. We have payment plan options. You can take a mattress home for as little as $1.
Have you guys made up your mind yet? I mean, we're closing in like 2 more minutes.
I'm not sure. We need to discuss this.
Okay, what's there to discuss? You're gonna buy it or you're not?
Well, maybe we'll just come back tomorrow.
You can't come back tomorrow. We're closed tomorrow. Come on, now you guys.
Not so fast!
We're Mattress by Appointment. We have a flexible schedule. We're here when you need us to be here. We're Mattress by Appointment Beckley, locally owned and operated. We sell our mattresses new, 50 to 80% off retail, payment plans as low as $1 down, free local delivery. Call us for an appointment, 304-731-6067. We're located at 166 New River Town Center.
Captain Comfort.
All right, guys, we are back. So we're going to start with Michael Lee Wills. Mike, was that a work or a shoot?
I believe that was a shoot.
Okay. Lyndon Childress, I'm going to you next. Is that a work or a shoot?
I'm gonna go with the shoot.
Tommy Thompson, work or shoot?
That is a work.
That is a work. Whose music was that?
Hate you, Tom.
That was Tommy Dreamers.
Good job.
Because we had to play it down at PWX when Tommy Dreamer came out. That's the way I remember that.
So there you go, guys. You heard it. Tommy Thompson met Tommy Dreamer, so take it.
Damn you, Tom.
That wasn't Ravens like pretty white or pretty fly for a white guy there for a while.
Ravens, pretty fly for a white guy.
I think he came out somewhere. It came out to that, yeah. I don't think it was the ZCW, but I think he did come after that one.
Was Scotty Flamingo when he was doing that? I don't know. If ever come out to that or Raven.
Yeah, I'll have to find out. I do remember
surprised
he came
that
out
they
that once.
report the rights to that song.
Mike, they didn't. ECW didn't give a shit about no rights. Sandman come out to intercept.
No, they didn't. No,
They didn't care about no rights. They just played.
Sandman, yeah.
And I'm sure they got in trouble some also. I don't know of anything.
True.
But all they would do would be to say, hey, don't play that. And then if you don't play it again, you're okay. But if you play it again, they could sue you. But
Right.
we all know
Right.
Heyman's not known for paying people, so go over too well. Anyway, guys, it's time for our weekly topic. You know, Sting just had his last match this past weekend at Revolution. which was pretty good. His sons come out, and one of them was the Wolfpack Sting, one of them was the Great American Bash Sting. But this week's topic is, what was your favorite version of Sting? And I'm going to start the process, and if any one of you other hoorahs tell me another choice that is not the right choice, then you're just going to be wrong, okay? And I don't have the graphics for everybody because everybody didn't send me their picks today. Or if they did me early today and I didn't have time to do them. I don't have graphics today. But it's okay because we're all going to pick the same one, right? Right. 1997 Sting. Whenever he said, only one thing to say about the Stingers, nothing's for sure. And he disappeared to the rafters, occasionally dropping down, dropping somebody on her head. Here's a quick trivia question for you guys. Who was the first person that Sting dropped from the rafters in 97, 98 and hit him with the Scorpion Death Drop? Who was the first person he hit?
Randy Savage.
No.
Oh!
Scott
Telephone.
Anybody know? Mike, Lenny, you want to take a shot at it?
Scott Norton?
I don't remember.
Rick Steiner.
Oh, okay.
That started the whole, what the hell's going on with Sting?
Right.
And then I think the second one was Macho Man Tommy, but the first one was Rick Steiner. Because at first, Sting was just dropping down, kicking people's ass that was talking shit.
Right.
Then he started going after the NWO. And I love that more than anything. Whenever J.J. Dillon was trying to give him Virgil and everybody else, and Sting's like, no. That's not who I want to fight. I want to fight this guy over here. That was good stuff.
Yep.
Maybe because I lived it and I was enthralled with the storyline. But there's been so many great incarnations of Sting. Before I go into more, Tommy, what was your favorite Stinger?
July 7th, 1990, the one that his son portrayed in the red, white, and blue. I remember Baltimore, Maryland, facing Ric Flair after having major reconstructive knee surgery and winning the NWA title. I always loved that look, like that suit. That was a cool suit back in.
It was. So I said I was going to say that you're wrong if you didn't pick my pick, Tommy. It's a good, but you're wrong. Mike, I'm going to go to you next. What was your pick?
Okay. Well, before we say that, I can't be wrong because it's my pick and my choice. I can't be wrong for myself. But I liked the TNA Joker Sting and the program he had with Hulk Hogan. I'll remember it till the day I die. They're having a fight backstage, and, he's doing the whole Joker voice and everything. And then all of a sudden you hear, Steve Borden say, crap. And he gets smacked in the head with a baseball bat with Hogan. Then he falls off the screen, and you say, Hogan over, man, wham. And then he comes back the next week, and Hogan is stunned, like, I hit him with a bat, I just like the Joker Sting because, I like Sting's, comedy take on it, but he was a comedy yet serious foe, opponent, whatever you want to call that. I just really appreciated the Joker Sting.
It just dawned on me that Sting has made a career out of ripping off other characters.
The Crow, the Joker.
Lyndon.
Yeah.
Is any of those picks your pick, or do you got your own standalone pick?
So I kind of have two. But
you can't have two.
One,
you get one.
But my main one will always be Wolfpack Sting in the red and black.
Okay. Made a face Sting.
Yep. I mean, when you see that, when I saw that red and black, bro, I'm like, damn. I want to do that red and black one time for Halloween.
See,
me, I mean,
I hated the Wolfpack Sting. That's probably my least favorite out of all of them.
Bro, honestly, it was just that red and black face paint, man. I'm just like, yeah. I'm gonna do that face paint for Halloween. I'm gonna do that for Halloween. Yeah.
And I think that was the first time that Sting kind of rode the fence on good guy, bad guy, is when he was in the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
That aspect was really, really cool to me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Sting that was the Sting before the Crow Sting. You know, back even before they were questioning him. But when you had him and um, Lex Luger teaming up against Harlem Heat and the Nasty Boys, and there was a lot of memorable stuff coming from that. Now, looking at it like I am now, I do it all the time. I try not to, but that was around the beginning of my fandom of wrestling. So that may be why I'm so much more in love with that version of Sting. Like Tommy,
Right.
back when you seen the Stinger in NWA, that was around when you started watching wrestling. Am I right?
Yeah, I see. Gosh, I think I started wrestling about 83, 84, but I just remember that area a lot more than 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I remember when Sting was
Hey,
with the UWF and it was
Hold on,
with Rick
wife.
Steiner.
baby.
Huh?
What's up, John?
Was that your wife?
Yes, it is.
Did she do her hair?
Checking in on the champ.
Hey.
Did you do something
Are
to your hair?
you just now
Yeah.
noticing she changed her hair color?
Great.
Bro, it's been like 4 days.
Thank you, Landon.
It's
Thank
been
you,
like 4 days,
Landon.
bro.
Oh, by the way, baby,
Yeah.
you said you wanted to take some time off. I believe Mr. Childers has cordially invited us to go down to Georgia.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you don't mind if I bring the? I'm gonna bring the title.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd
I-
be thrilled to meet the champ and the
Damn it,
former
don't
champ.
let him take it. He's going to go down there and lose my title.
He's always been the champ.
Whose title, baby? Who's the title?
You, Big Daddy.
That's right, baby.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, can you make me a sandwich?
Absolutely.
Thank you, baby.
Hell
Me
yeah.
too. I'm hungry.
Make
What
everybody.
is this?
Mike,
What is this? Reverse psychology? When she was champ, Mike was miserable. Now when he's champ, she all like,
hey, our buddy Ben
yes,
Cliff has popped in the chat. He said Wolfpack Sting is his personal favorite, but Crow Sting is probably the right answer for the books.
yes, bruv, you are right. That is true.
So bring you back on the Wolfpack.
Actually, you know what? Ben Cliff, because he messaged me the other day, and I never thought about this, but he had mentioned to me something about like a top five for entrances, like who like the top five of all time best entrance themes, and I was like, ooh, I have to think about that. But Ben Cliff probably just gave us a topic to have.
That's
Yeah.
But
one.
thank you there, bruv.
I don't know when we'll do it, but number one for me, first thing that pops out of my mind is the Undertaker. It's got to be. Probably put Ultimate in there.
Yeah.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Daphne. Go put Daphne in there too, Tommy.
Daphne. Yeah. I got to put Daphne in there. That's my girl.
Does anybody regret that Sting and Undertaker never met?
Oh, that's terrible. That's the
Yeah.
first dumbest thing when he came to the WWE. First
Yep.
thing. And they could have had a bullshit boneyard match like they had with AJ Styles. I'd have been okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, I actually did when it was Mean Mark and Sting, but you know, that was,
I was about to say they actually did if he did dive deep enough into the archives and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like when he faced Kane when he was something Maestro, something another Bruiser or
yeah.
Maestro, I think.
Ben Cliff says calling Michael Lee Wills Big Daddy makes me sick in my mouth. Saying
Hey,
Oh,
Ben
Lordy.
Cliff, bruv, you
Yeah,
don't have
that
to hear it too
kinda-
much longer. Don't worry.
Mike, I'm telling you, you're going to lose my dang on title.
Gonna lose his
It
belt.
ain't your title to
Don't,
lose.
don't worry.
To
Don't worry, John. He's not gonna lose your title.
Look, I'm feeling lucky. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. I'm lucky. Got my clover on the hat. I'm going to try something real quick.
Somebody's on repeat.
Oh yeah, there we go. Fancy hat now. Anyway, I'm done playing. Guys, let's get some final thoughts. Get the hell out of here. Tommy Thompson, any final thoughts, buddy?
Hey, I just happy to be here. I know that drives Linda Sherwood crazy. I just like saying it. But
I'm
yeah,
happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here, guys. It's going to be great. What we got? 3 weeks to Mania now, so it's getting closer.
I think that's about right. That sounds about right.
3 weeks. And
3
speaking
weeks.
of 3 weeks before we go to Lyndon and Michael, we are not going to be rambling next Tuesday. We are not going to be rambling the following Tuesday. But WrestleMania week, we will be rambling. The week after WrestleMania, the night after Raw after Mania, the famous night after Mania,
Right.
we will be
Right.
back the following week on that Tuesday following Mania.
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks straight to cover Mania. I mean, Mania is a big weekend, folks. I mean, if you don't have tickets to WrestleMania and you still go to Philadelphia, honest to gosh, they'll have 500 different independent shows. I
That
mean,
will be
you'll be
running
able.
at different times in the morning, too, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, I've been to shows
That are like at 3
places in
o'clock in the
Mania.
morning,
That's exactly right. 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
4
And
o'clock in
had
the
to
morning.
get back up
5
at
o'clock.
9 and do it again. So I mean,
They be doing some all-nighter
Speaking of which,
indie shows, and I'm like,
I seen some
bruh.
of the shows. I was looking at something on the internet yesterday, and I kept seeing the name Mike Bailey. Does anybody know who that is?
Are we talking about Speedball Mike Bailey?
Speedball.
Maybe, I don't know.
Speedball?
I seen
Yeah,
him.
That might
Speedball
be
Mike Bailey.
Speedball.
Yeah, he's on TNA.
Yeah, that might be Speedball.
Probably.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only Mike that I care about is White Mike. No offense, Mike Wills.
Oh, White Mike, buddy. I love that guy.
So lovable.
White Mike. If I could be White Mike.
Oh my gosh. No, White Mike, he was actually one of the guys. Remember when I won't call him Dustin, but it's Cody Rhodes. When he first got released from WWE, he went to I want to say it's AML somewhere there in the Carolinas, and told White Mike that he reminded him of his daddy, and he wanted to have a match with him. I don't think it ever happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere out there on YouTube land, Cody Rhodes was in the middle of the ring with White Mike and was telling him this and said, "I want to wrestle you. You got the charisma like my daddy."
Look, I'm sorry. I may be the asshole amongst us. I don't want to keep hearing about Cody's daddy. American dream, if you will.
Yeah, I agree.
Great.
I love.
Leave it alone.
Yep.
Look here, Covey baby.
If you will.
If
you will.
Lyndon, you got any final thoughts for us, buddy?
My only final thoughts are just keep paying attention to this bloodline story. Because, like I said, layers upon layers are being built in it. You know, like Rock said, it's the long game. And people are thinking, okay, so Rock and Roman long game, or what we talking about? Got to think about the long game.
Okay.
That's it. You know, so I mean, that's all I can say. You know, in 3 weeks, you know, Mania. You know, hoping both nights are good, but we will see. And other than that, I mean, that's all I can tell you. So,
Mike Wills, champion. Mike Wills.
Yes, sir.
Any final thoughts, man?
Yes, sir. I just want to say, you know, this is what it's all about, guys. You know, tomorrow's not guaranteed, but we have to plan for it just in case it shows up. You got 4 guys here. We got 4 guys here that love wrestling, okay? We got 4 different opinions about what may happen. And the fact that we don't know what's going to happen next is what this is all about. It is entertainment in the highest form. It is something that we can all enjoy. We may all agree or disagree on who this or who that or what is going to happen, but we all share this common thing, is the fact that, you know what, we love wrestling and we love talking about it. We love debating it. We love arguing. And, this is what it's all about, guys. So guess what? I'm looking forward to the next couple days. I'm looking forward to the weekend. And you know what? I'll see you at the next Ramble. And Lyndon, I'll see you in Georgia, my friend.
Yeah.
So is this actually going to happen?
Yeah,
I'm going to Georgia.
that.
Me and my wife are going to Georgia, and we're also going to Alabama because we have to take care of some personal business down there in Alabama. But we're going to stop by on the way and go to Georgia and visit and see some sights. And maybe, just maybe, I just might run into Lyndon Childers because let's be honest about this. When you carry this, you are not hard to miss. And Mr. Childers, I'm not hard to find.
Yep. And you're not leaving with that title, so it's okay. So,
Lyndon, I'm going to have.
I appreciate your confidence.
I'm going to have my legal team send you some papers. If you could fill those out and send them back, I appreciate it.
what papers?
You calling the judge?
Just some papers for the show. Nothing.
Yeah, if I win that title, then it's not coming back to Beckley, West Virginia. Until I decide to make a trip up there to bring it back to you, but that's not going to happen. So,
So
unless you want to see the title, John Covey Cole, you better tell your boy not to come down to Georgia.
I told him he's not listening.
Right. First of all, I'm nobody's boy. I am my own man. Second of all,
I'm a real boy.
Second of all,
so when you lose the title, so when you lose the title, you become a person with no balls, and then when you win it, you all of a sudden got balls again. Come on, fake champ, don't do that.
I always had them.
Okay? Not when your wife had the title.
You know what? They were in her purse because they were too big for me to carry around sometimes.
Your balls shrunk a little bit when you lost the title when she was in command.
The time for talk is over, Lyndon. We can talk all these big words. What's going to happen is that two men, I'm sorry, John, that may be a concept foreign to you, but two grown men are going to settle some business. Can we agree on that, Lyndon?
Yep, and when you go to sleep, you can't say.
You coming to me as a man, I'm coming to you as a man.
And when you go to sleep, don't say nothing to me. I'll take your title, and that's that. And then you can get up and go to Alabama.
And Megan will have to drive.
Well, listen, if you're going to say that, all I'm going to say is I'll be there, and I'll look you dead in the eye, and we'll see what happens.
That's fine. Like I said, you're going to go to sleep. You probably won't remember it, but you're going to go to sleep. So, and I'm not going to use whatever drug you did on your wife either. Nah.
Whoa.
Speaking of which, John, you did wake up after a while after you had that pudding, right? Any after effects?
What do you mean?
He's sitting there now. We ain't talking to a ghost. He's sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, his head looks very, very tiny in that big, big hat. And I thought, he kind of had a little drinking act like Beetlejuice.
It's a regular size hat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, we're getting out of here. For Tommy Thomason, Lyndon Childers, Michael Lee Wills, I'm John Covey Cole. Until next time, my friends, ramble on. See y'all in 3 weeks. WrestleMania.
Ramble on. 3 weeks, baby.